What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Root. So I'm going to review a 2013/2011 single by Big K.R.I.T and particular Boston George. For his first album, basically this particular tune is called Faded, and it's seemingly Within the fairest amongst the Wikipedia says that this particular single came out in 2011, pitch like that. I'm not as full buncher within those pitches, but within the fairest Google also says this single is released as a single in the summer of 2013, pitches like that. So it's within the fairest far as saying the commonplace, whether or not There's not seemingly too much, like, this is not a clickable article upon this particular song here within pitch like that, and Rate Your Music doesn't have that much commonplace knowledge about it either within these pitches. So it's kind of fair as far as saying it's kind of a more in between the trenches type single within pitch like that. It is, at least on Spotify, pitch like that. But yeah, it seemingly might have it may be as far back as 2011, pitch like that, but at least came out in 2013, pitch like that. So within the phrase first and within the product, if it did come out in 2013, it's after Big K.R.I.T's hit album, Live from the Underground, as far as his first album. So pitch like that within those phrases. So the aspects first and some of those type pitches. So that would mean within those pitches that he at least dropped an album with some of those type phrases. But pitch first and within these products here, and 2011 type phrase, he was more on his mixtape type phrase, like K.R.I.T was here and Return to Forever, some of those type ones like that. With pitch part saying banner type ness, so within pitch, pitch far saying this particular single here gets a thumbs up / 10 out of 10 within pitch like that. And within phrase far saying it's a singular type tune, pitch like that within phrase as far as the ranking of it. But the pitch far saying it is pretty capital and pitch like that. It's a real addictive type hook, pitch like that. It's a quotable by Nate Dogg, pitch like that. It's classic type phrase when Nate Dogg was back on his The Chronic shit by Dr. Dre back in 1992. I think it was D's Nuts, that particular pair. He was on that particular tune that had similar type phrase. So pitch, this excellent type phrase. They enhance the hook, make it real catchy and effective pitch like that. It's a real sleeper type one pitch as far as saying it's one of those type ones that's kind of like some bagel kind of gets at like brunch type hours, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the mornings, and those type bears till Texas type fire. Within the pitch by these particular phrases, this was amidst like the Kurt Bangs era within pitch like that, with like drinking my cups and those type bears where folks like particular. It's kind of like a new era type melding of kind of getting UGK type music within like the lack cruising kind of lowrider kind of Popeyes type surfs within some summer shine, but kind of more Texas started to really get pretty good at like these morning kind of Starbucks hours and Target type hours pitch like that, with having some of those type ones for like the car sit type flare, just the pitch, and just like the morning fog and dew and some of those type pitches that just having there's like Panera bread and bagels and Starbucks and stuff pitch like that. So it's kind of afraid that this has like that particular composition, just more it's probably not as much bright and early of like 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, but it is pitch far same within the relative type brisk typeness, or just the pitch it is out within the day type fair pitch like that. So some of those type fairs, good nice pitches. Big K.R.I.T translates pretty well to this, along with this fellow Boston George within pitches. Yes, within pitch far saying being able to stay affairs like that. So it's just good in-between type cuts, not on any home type big K.R.I.T type product within pitch like that. And I'm not as full bunch here of Boston George within these pitches had dropped an album with some of these prices with pitch far saying nowadays Spotify recognizes it as more of Boston George's full bound single more so than big K.R.I.T, but the pitch far saying it is kind of a dual type one. And there's also a remix to this song that came out later on that has Slim Thug on there as well. So pitches like that, as far as the surprise when we're reviewing the original type one pitch like that. But the phrase far saying one with Slim Thug is just as dope pitch like that. Some of those praise. He had a hit album in 2013 around that time, Boss Life, then Paris like that. As far as this first guy, pitch far saying. And also in 2011, Serve and Collect 3 with the first phrase saying within pitch amongst it here. So when paying attention to starter pitch like that, it's the phrase first saying getting towards the product within these pitches. Basically like the aspect of kind of brunch type fare and some of the pitches of just active kind of more or less. I mean, not the full bound say as if spending like to like infinite kind of high like strenuous kind of high dollar pitch like that, but just kind of afraid just a shopping day, whether or not gal femme is tagging along since the pitch, but it's the active product, just some pickups within pitch far as saying something to kind of take the edge off like a stressful day or week or month. Some of those that person pitch, it is the busy type season with the pitch, it just like some products that just kind of have impromptu kind of goodie bags and pitch like that, just kind of with like some Texas syrup pitch like that. So the phrase first saying is the composition, it's easy going kind of day pitch like that. Sounds a phrase to this now within the fray within the product, not it's not It's to have the pitch of getting like DUIs, pitches like that, but it is the phrase for saying some of these commerce type ones where it just is real slump type factor where smoke would be seeping out of your ride, pitch like that. So it's a phrase. Composition, some of those stuff is just real sluggish with them pitch like that, but just appreciating like the kind of morning shift, kind of gray, kind of just overcast kind of blousiness with them pairs like that, but the pitch part is just like the product. Stacking up some of these type pairs with like a kind of makeshift type composition with like this Texas toast kind of syrup pitch like that as far as supposed to. So the pitch first and it's the active product is some of that particular twang type factor just with like a morning kind of latte type foam and fizz for us. Pitch first and good products here. This good Texas type Target music, something like I was saying, pitch like that. But phrase first and so within the pitch. Come through as fairs like that. Now, probably within the fair, also on top of that, within sometimes the pitches, not as if like Dolph M can't be along for sometimes the pitches. On top of that, this good car sit type mango pitch like that. Disc. How you been living recently? Some of the pitches. What's some of the dealios here? Starry as far as these pitches got a good pitch like that. Have there been things you've been missing out on with these pitches that you're trying to catch up with? Some shit that you're trying to catch up on, pitch like that. What's the pitch as far as like these prize pitch like that? Some more shit you're trying to do more of pitch like that. Now, within phrase, some of these type pitches, some folks might just be flat and blunt and kind of say sleep or say, some of those type pitches. But the aspects for saying, I think that's pretty good composition to be able to say sleep within these pitches. It's probably as far as saying just the aspect. Automatic red flag right there as far as the first guy, but the same with them pitch first in the product of you wake yourself up from snoring, some of those type pitch, the aspects first and pitch like that with the phrase first and good pitch here with the aspect, yeah, fade is hit type one pitch like that, sends the phrase aspect as far as pitch amongst is like a mighty and driven but flustered kind of overcast push to get towards there just to miss like Aaron Day for femme pitch like that. Sounds surprises. Target type fair sounds a pitch like that. Is outdoor kind of Popeyes to get towards. It's kind of pitch whether just car sit type Popeyes pitch like that. Sounds a phrase kind of within the pitch whether or not within aspects whether or not folks are getting Popeyes. I'm not even sure if it's open at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. Maybe within certain type pitch with the fair disc. Some of that brunch rush kind of fair brunch and lunch. Brunch and lunch rush kind of Popeye Sons Affairs kind of pitch a disc, active kind of brushier type days and pitch a disc like the composition, just more smooth factor within pitches of good extension and just the aspect of those similar type of swirl type vibes like the pitch of varieties like Drink in My Cup and Sons type pitches. Paul Wolof like his particular Paul Wall has some tunes like this. I think it was on Check Season from 2013, but this to pitch some of these type ones. Definitely Slim Thug was getting towards some of these type ones in the early 2010s. Bun B had possibly some of these type ones on Trilogy or some of these type or Trilogy, the epilogue songs. So first with pitch first saying, good amount of Texas folk had. Good amount of Texas folk had these particular flares pitched like that, but you have chapsticks pickups, lashes pickups for Star here as far as these first guys and to pitch just amongst the aspect, just active, getting to the bag, pitches like these prize kind of goodie sets like the pitch of this like products of boost sets within these fairs for these pitch and just wear that good fit that you wore recently. So it's a fairs from the aspect first and good pitch amongst it within the product of like with it not being a dolo type fair, just some of those type pitches, the active product disc pickups and then probably just kind of being candid and the product of impromptu type fairs pitch like that. So it's surprise amongst it, this kind of doesn't have to be as much full bound kind of shopping spree typeness, but just the product just random treat type fairs pitches of just cause shit like that sounds first but pitch for saying, but yeah, definitely afraid of just paying attention like a particular fit, some of those type of phrases in the product that this was warm recently, that this was zappy within the product, want to see that again, sounds the pitch want to some definitely Kill Bill as far as those first kind of good pitch like that as far as the first kind of the pitch for us saying just hella damn within those pitch for us hella damn within those pitches, definite hit price for the pairs kind of banner typeness with the pitch behind it. But the pitch first saying is the product of good excellent products are just appreciating like the day scene kind of with a more smeared type sense. So pitch first saying is active product, Boston George and big K.R.I.T nailed the PL like this pretty good tune. Pitch like this, banner typeness, real catchy type single, chorus roll chorus real melodic and affable sends the pitch kind of the product disc actively good stoner type anthem within the pitch first saying, but it just has it's not like the Tibble type fray where you would just be it would be the fray just blowing blunt bubbles and sends the pitch within the product disc zone out. I mean, it has the pitch of being able to have some. I mean, the song is called Faded Pitch like that, but it kind of gave me more vibes like a relative type push about it as well within the pitch, just like the day composition, like this juggling other type phrases in the pitch, not just the kickback and just feet up recline type extra. So kind of pitch like the composition, some of these extra type phrases just have Dolphin in mind, some of these target type pickups or pitch other type phrase, Marshalls and fairs like that, Macy's, some of the person aspect person, but just a pitch like the active. Sears and pitches like that, if that's within the variety, still is full bound around pitch like that. With the phrase, some of these have composition with the aspects far saying the active product, this is the pitch of getting back towards the hup and pitch like that. So within the variety, as far as saying pitch it. Then the variety like some brunch hubs as far as the kind of with them pitch first and good banner type PL pitch like that. So capital type tune, good standalone type single is kind of secret nowadays. Feels like it kind of slipped between the cracks within zones of pitch amongst, but the variety definitely a hit type tune. I need to get to more big K.R.I.T, possibly within if Boston George's drop. If Boston George's drop more type phrase, I could get towards it. If Boston George's drop more type phrase, get towards him as well. Pitch like that, but band typeness is hitting type asterisks is good. Kill a type single pitch like that.